Hey, hey, hey. Navigating the technology. All right. Woo! Here I come, Jacinta. Here I come. Make a co-host. Avis. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. How's everybody doing? All right. Whew, we made it. Wednesday. One more. Peak of the week. Meeting at the peak of the week. Yes, I'm a poet and know it. There is the illustrious, the one and only Juliet. Okay, everybody, how do I sound? Let me know, let me know. Let me know how I sound. Somebody say something about how your brother sounds over the music. Do you hear the music?
You sound good, and you're sharing your Akana music screen.
And you hear both, Avis. Okay. Thank you, Justin. Feels good to know somebody is with me. Isn't that something, how we humans are in these bodies? Give thanks, we recognize ourselves as energy. We get to be more than just the bundle of programming in this physical body. All right. All right. Here we go today. What do our souls have for us today? Mm-hmm. All right. Yes, you are. Yeah. All right. Powerful mantra there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Mm. So as of now, around this fire of love, we are in the 4 directions. So powerful. Mm. I know I've been noticing my attachment to our intimate circle as I think about ways to let others know. Because it just feels so incredible to think about all of who you are, those that come, and so considering who is there today, like what you represent, so powerful in the images that I receive, that the ancestors and all of your reason for being here on earth is so concentrated that you would be the ones to hear the call to hold the space. You know, this time could be considered a tough time for people that are operating in the matrix and they have to take care of responsibilities, but there's something about you all that is able to create your life in such a way where you can respond to the call, not just because I'm saying, hey, we have a Wednesday circle, welcome everybody to the Wednesday circle. We gather around the fire of love here to examine and assimilate the ancient teachings for our lives today, right? There's more than just you gathering around that call, that anybody who hears this is something about you that has come here during this time of deep transformation to be a catalyst for it, right? Be a catalyst for that. So here we are in Relationship Month. And that's everything that life brings us to relate to. Yeah. We relate to our stories. We relate to the people in our life. We relate to the things that this world has for us to experience. And then there is, as we were relating to ourselves as energy last week, and then there is our topic for today, cultivating a relationship with your true home. And I keep hearing the continuation of that to really be free to be. Right? I am what I am. And inside that mantra, I am that I am, inside that is all the infinite aspects that you are. So let's go ahead and tune in. And we're going to talk a little bit about this concept of home and what allows it, where is it, and how we cultivate that space called home and what it can do for us. Yeah, what will that way of connecting with that ancient saying I heard growing up, home is where the heart is. Right? So hang on, let me get you closer to me. Let's get a little bit closer. All right. Let's go ahead and tune in. We got a family reunion today. Halo is in his house, and we are talking about the value, the power of cultivating a relationship with our true home. Halo. Cultivating a relationship with our true home to really be free. Bring the palms together, close the eyes, and just come into those stillness, into that stillness as you feel the hands pressing, using the energy of pressure. Become aware that you can use the energy of stress because you're relating to yourself as an energy being. You can use the energy of gravity to have a sense of stillness. Using the energy of pressure to feel the balance between your two palms. That feeling invokes the conditions for balance in your nervous system between the right and left hemispheres of the brain. Just feel the contact points of your body on Mother Earth. And with every exhale, begin to relax the shoulders more. And just let the phenomenon of this respiration, just allow the release and let go without thinking of what you need to let go or anything. Just release. And as you take the inhale, feel the nourishing love that comes to enliven your house, this human body, where your home dwells, your soul. Feel the love of creation coming to you to take care of you. And let go as you exhale. Feel the body grow more relaxed while holding the tension between the two hands that creates pressure. That invokes the conditions of balance. And now really consciously take that inhale long and deep. Hold at the top. Exhaling out the nose. Really empty. Use your muscles to empty as long as it's comfortable in your lower abdomen and you're not on your cycle or pregnant. Hold the air out. Inhaling through the nose. Deeply open the belly. Allow the ribs to open. Lift the shoulders at the top of the inhale. Long, deep breathing. Hold at the top. Really focus on the sense of love represented by creation taking care of your very basic but primary needs. Holding a little longer, sip some air. Really allowing that energy flow of consciousness and life force. Exhaling out the nose. Release. Squeeze the air out. Pull the air out. Now inhale deeply through the nose. Hear the sound sat. Hold the breath at the top. Feel how you are loved, how you are taken care of. Feel the proof of that, the truth of that sat. Now exhale Nam. That truth that you breathe in is your identity to express. As you exhale and let go, hear the sound Nam. Hold the breath out a moment. Inhaling deeply, sat. Hear the sound vibrating within. Hold the breath at the top. And exhale now. Hear the sound vibrate within. Hold the breath out at the bottom of the exhale. And last one, inhale deeply. Sat. And exhale now. Allow your hands to float down and rest on your thighs, palms facing up, touching the ring and thumb, ring finger and the thumb. This energy of radiance. Feel yourself embody this truth that you are the expression of consciousness and life force. You are its identity. At your very foundational level, you are that pure, ever creative energy. And you've been given a house the spacesuit to turn into a home. Hmm. How's everybody feeling today? You can open your eyes. Any words about what's going on out there in your awareness? Any words that show up as thoughts or feelings about what you're experiencing? Mama Carol. Growth and healing. Ah, thank you. Thank you, Halo. Yes. Ooh, yes. Mm. Anyone else have any thoughts that was circulating through your awareness about your experience? Growth and healing. So today we're focused on creating a connection to the flow of awareness as being an energy, a creative energy entity. And now there's an experience that is offered to us. So we're not just floating around as energy. Somehow the design of creation has allowed us to have an experience. And we're saying, as Halo spoke about the healing, what are the conditions that sets that up? What are the conditions that allows us to come to that place of being fulfilled, satisfied, safe? What are the conditions that allow that awareness of healing taking place and growth? Now, when you look, for me, the human body and its design is an expression of the intelligence that we come to represent. So when you get something as simple as a paper cut, it exhibits the healing capacity of the body. It exhibits the presence of an intelligence that will continue to secure this body to be a safe place. Right? So when the skin breaks and it opens, then there's vulnerability to infection. The body has an intelligence system that will protect the body if we have to interact with this atmosphere. And if there's something in it that is damaging to the body, that affects its balancing energies, then the body is going to move it out. It's going to maintain this safe place to dwell. So we're using that energy of this place to dwell as a house. But what really makes it a safe house, right? What allows it to be a place where we can heal, a place where we can grow, right? A place where we can experience now. We can have the awareness as energy that life is taking care of us. Consciousness and prana are coming to us, and we can look at that in our Sacred Wednesday circle here. We can look at that energy coming to us and anthropomorphize it in a way where the universe or God or supreme intelligence or the higher power is coming to us and bringing us this love. And we can allow our mind to focus on that and really get a deep sense that yes, we are loved. But then there comes this opportunity to participate. And that's what we're saying, cultivate a relationship with our true home. Cultivating a relationship with our true home is us now participating in the truth that this life force is being brought to us, and now we get a chance to participate with it. We get a chance now to create inside this body. So I can entertain stories that gives me the feeling of being insecure or lacking ability. I can be with those stories that I may project onto someone else that, well, they're not interested in this or that, or project into, someone else thinking something about me. That's being in the house and looking around at the house and knowing it needs to be cleaned up there or there, but we're not going to it. We're not participating in what the house is saying it needs when it gets dirty, or a shingle comes off and it starts to leak, or there's a clogged toilet. There's this participation that we have, and what we're saying is that we're living in the time when now we can participate in cultivating our home. And when we cultivate the home in here to be that safe place, then it radiates out. That's why we were holding the sun finger, to be that radiance of a home. And then it radiates out into your relationship, where your relationship begins to vibrate with that love and that nurturing. And there's no longer a conditioned response to life, this conditioned response that will have us expect another to be a home for us, or expect a substance to bring us security, right? To expect the outside. As we had one topic, this earth is not here to provide anything for us, because we're energy beings. We come to bring our energy to it, and the field will respond accordingly. The law of cause and effect, for example. We're here to set the cause in motion. If administrative faculties of our humanity is going through challenges, that's one way that we handle the conditions of our global house. But what will make Mother Earth our home is each one of us taking responsibility for the plastic we use, each one of us taking responsibility before we go to the outside about recycling those thoughts that we have that creates the disturbance inside. So we use that energy to promote behavior that is loving, behavior that has a conscious way of speaking, behavior that will look at a thought and the understanding of the law of cause and effect. So if we vibrate a thought of insecurity, low self-esteem, or being lonely, or being betrayed, or being angry at what others are doing, then we know now, for us around this fire of love, we know that we are responsible for the thoughts that we vibrate, because we are the energy that cultivates the home. We are it. I am that I am. Moses didn't know what to do, and he was challenged, and I'm old, I stutter, how am I going to go back where I came from, where I might be arrested because I killed somebody, and blah, 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 all those reasons. And yet he went to face it, but he went to face it knowing his home, knowing where he comes from. So he asked that source, being in communication with it. And I encourage you as a love mission this week, and maybe for the rest of your life, that you have those moments in your day where you sit still and you talk to your soul. You speak to your beloved. right? You speak to your beloved. Speak to your beloved. Cultivate hearing, this deep listening. Cultivate that deep listening when you hear the loving response. The embodiment of consciousness and prana at its pure essence. I believe it is your soul. And this energy that you can cultivate a relationship with will turn your house into a home that provides you the experience you need to heal and grow. And anything else that was going through your mind that you may not have written down, those energies that emerge because we are here to grow. We're here to be creative beings. We're here at this time to bring the solutions that will bring that peace in your life, as well as when you do it for yourself first, it will radiate out. It will radiate out. This is why I love, for now, here we are in this intimate setting, anchoring in these directions, because there's a vision that's coming that you all of you are these lighthouses in the world, because there is a storm going on. And the ships out there are being tossed around because they lost their navigational equipment from the rough ride. They lost it, and now they need help to regain, to recenter. Where is solid ground? Where is my foundation? And you all are that foundation, not just for the outer world, but you've come here to be it. So when we look at the teaching around this is the second line of the Lord's Prayer. It just came really strong in this moment. I had something else planned to read, but this came really strong because when they speak about this inner shrine. So the first line, we accept, we embody this truth that the creator and its creation are one. Abun the Bweshmaya. In the translation through the Latin and the Greeks and the Romans, we get our Father which art in heaven. And I used to always say, well, where's the mother? You know, everything in creation is brought into this realm through the sacred gates of mother. And anyway, that's another thing, y'all. The second line is clearing the space for the name to live, right? Where in the first line, we recognize our birth is into the oneness. And so that's where we emerged ourselves into this relationship month. That first month, you set all your intentions and your resolutions, and now the second month, duality. Now we get a chance to get into it. So as I'm saying this, I want you to know we're setting a foundation for the equinox. And I got some things planned, and I'm gonna get them out to you for some immersions to prepare us for the equinox. I'm saying that the sequence of the numbers is indicating that the frequency is going to go higher, right? From 1, 2, 3, 4, the frequency is increasing. And that's going to be reflective in the conditions of our human society on this planet at this time, the conditions of life, you know, our four-legged family members, our winged ones, and the creepy crawlers, and the ones that flow in the waters. The energies are going to increase, so our capacity to navigate is going to need to increase. So we're going from recognizing we are energy, so we don't get caught up in the way the matrix begins to reflect the energy of our creator to us. We don't get caught up in the matrix. we're in the energy of what's reflecting to us that we have come to radiate into it. Right? So we're creating space for the name to dwell, and the name of our creator exists in all of creation. So, my beloveds, let us move into the breath and stay away from getting caught up in circumstances. Remembering that the mind at times may not be quick enough to keep up with the transformation. The way it's traveling, neurons firing, there's a limited speed to it. And what's unfolding today is unfolding in a quantum way. And therefore, you just go to your breath when there's a sense of being overwhelmed. You go to your breath for everything, not just a sense of overwhelm. You go to your breath to love. You go to your breath when you feel the fear. You go to your breath when you feel the anxiety. You go to your breath when you feel the joy, so that you continually practice a way to tap into your intuition. Clearing space for the name to live. Methkades Shemuch. Focus your light within us. Make it useful. As the rays of a beacon show the way. Help us breathe the one holy breath. This is where you cultivate your house as a home. This is focusing in on that breath, then getting still, then vibrate to activate. And let that process, because the thought that comes that may tell you what the matrix has taught you, you're lonely, things are not going right, there's not enough this, there's not enough that. You feel the pain from that in the past. Whatever it is that the matrix has given you the experience of. And yes, patterns get created in order to continue those thoughts. But the way you dissolve them into your home, into an awareness of love, is consciously following the breath, being still, vibrate to activate. The vibration is that feeling, right? Feeling only you. This creates a shrine inside in wholeness. Home, wholeness. They have that same vibration in the beginning of the word. Right? This sense of being whole brings that condition to experience peace, balance, harmony, strength, power, intuition, inspiration, manifestation. And that's the miracle. You become that miracle generator. But my beloved ones, it does call on discipline, right? That we have the opportunity to deepen into our discipline. So contemplate that for a moment. Not like discipline is a punishment because you're doing something that you don't need to be doing. What is the way to create a joy out of it, right? What is that way to create a joy? Cultivating a true relationship with your home within. Cultivating that relationship with your home. Help us let go. Clear the space inside of busy forgetfulness so the name comes alive. Your name, your sound can move us if we tune our hearts as instruments for its tone. Hear the one sound that created all others. So that's the sense of that sat. Or if you did ab and wound, but that sat is echoing. We are giving the mind something to focus on as we hear the sound of the inhale. That sound of the inhale is the one sound that created all other sounds. If you hear birds going on right now, the purring of a cat, that one sound is the sound of consciousness and prana. So when you focus on it, you're going right to the supply, and you will become that alchemist, consciously become that creative alchemist that is able to transform a lower vibrational experience, lack of any kind, into a higher vibrational experience, being provided for with everything you need to do the things you want and everything you want to do the things you need. Can you hear me out there? Are you hearing what's coming through this being called Akka? Right? Is anyone there? Let me know. In peace, give thanks, Halo. In peace, the name resides in a room of one's own. A holy of holies. Here we go again. Home, healing, holistic, holy. Here we go, this wholeness where we've let go of this sense of being separated from each other or separated from our true self. When you're inhaling sat, you're affirming that. When you inhale ab and exhale wound, you're in that cycle of life, right? Because now you are activating your vibratory capacity. And that's what's going to fill your home. Right now, what fills your house to become a home? It's your voice. It's your presence. Your voice as your activity and your actions and washing the dishes and the sounds of life fill the house. If a house doesn't have anyone to turn the doorknob and open the door and create movement through the threshold, that threshold will rot. If there's no feet that creates compression in the molecules of the wood or the floor, brings this activity and sweeps and brings the presence of life, that house will begin to break down and return to earth. Something about it is so evident when you live in a very humid area, like where we are in Costa Rica. If I don't pick up my leather belt, 2-3 days, the mold is looking to reclaim it simply because I didn't bring the energy of life. So think about this, right? This is what emerged out of the circle today. Because, you know, when I ask you to tell me what's going on, not necessarily I expect you to answer me, but those who feel the energy to resonate the expression, and then there are those that are there to receive the expression. So as I was in a sacred circle, talking circle, when we had the fires in Ojai, and the Ojai Foundation was affected, and we were raising money, and we were part of the fundraising efforts, and they had a talking circle. And it was something interesting that sometimes we are listeners and sometimes we speak. And I'm bringing this into our sacred circle and into that flow of your home. Sometimes you're there to listen to your home. And sometimes you're there to speak for your home. And I believe that's the voice of your soul. And when you feel that call to come into the stillness, that's when it's time to listen. And if life starts to go really fast and the pressure is coming in and you're getting the patterns of the matrix imprinting on you, get still. Follow your breath and begin to vibrate. So let's do that for a little while. As in my time zone, it's 11:11. So let's dive into this. Cup the hands, bringing this symbol of receiving a gift. Yeah, let's hold the hands like this. I'm just listening to our souls together. And begin to inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale out the nose. Cultivating a connection to the relationship between these two ways that we bring in nourishment and release what we don't need. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Feel the creative energy flow as you release, but recognize the breath from the hands. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale out the nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale out the nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhaling through the nose. Hold the breath at the top. Hold, feel the presence of life, creating an opportunity to experience your home. Exhale out the mouth. Let the breath be normal as I demonstrate the next phase. So continuing this flow of opening up our heart center and recognizing as you come and bring the hands together. So we're going to open up, right, in 3 segments. And then we're going to bring the hands together in 3 segments. But I want you to be aware of the spread of your shoulder blades and kind of the flex of your spine, arching that back of your spine and then opening the heart center, right, in those 3 segments. Okay. Important aspect of this part of your energy system, because it is the balancing aspect between earth and heaven. And that's where it's important to really connect to the experience of opening on this breath and then feeling the arching of your spine to spread the shoulder blades. This is going to clear the channel. And when we add that breath to it, it's really going to open up those spaces where the thoughts can get congested and cause you to think that you're more human than you are energy. Okay, beginning position, cupping those hands, seeing the lines of your hands, and then close your eyes. Exhale all the air out. And we'll inhale through the nose in 3 segments. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale nose. Out mouth. Nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth. Pause a moment. Now inhale mouth. Exhale nose. Mouth. Nose. Mouth. Nose. Mouth. Nose. Clear the way. Mouth. Nose. Mouth. Nose. Mouth. Nose. Mouth. Nose. Mouth. Nose. Pause. Now in nose, out mouth, in mouth, out nose, in nose, out mouth, in mouth, out nose, in nose, mouth, mouth, nose, 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 nose, mouth. Hold the air out. Long, deep breath in the mouth. Open up. Feel the radiance of your heart. Hold the breath. If you can, lift the muscles of the pelvic floor if it's comfortable for you. Feel your radiance. Touch the thumb and the ring finger. Feel yourself become like the sun. Exhale, nose, long and deep release. Bring the hands together. Keep the fingers touching. Hold the breath out. Feel the empty. Feel the stillness. Inhale long and deep through the nose. Open up. Reach your arms up. Reach. And exhale and shake the hands out. Palms facing up. Ring and thumb touching. Sensing your radiance as the sun. Feel your feet if you're sitting in a chair. If you're sitting in easy pose on your mat, feel your hips and your legs. Feel them melt into the earth, growing into roots. A deep receiving of your roots, like a dry sponge would receive water. Mother Earth is calling your roots. Root into Mother Earth on your contact points with her. Feel yourself merge with Mother Earth. Feel her glowing golden energy as it comes up your roots and feeds every cell of your body, causing you to grow more luminous. And at the same time, you grow into a giant sequoia or redwood or baobab tree. Your branches reaching up into the source of your consciousness, being called. Being called into the source of your consciousness, where your top branches of your tree tap into this energy and this flow of your source of consciousness, and that energy flows into every cell of your being, down into the top of your crown, into your body. So it flows down the core of your tree into the top of your crown. Give it a color. What does it feel like? Have that deep feeling of peace and being connected to this energy of your soul that is manifesting in these images that we are guiding the mind to focus on. Creating a space for the name to dwell. So as you breathe now, hear the sound Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Sat, Nam. Hear that sound. You can also, if you want a different mantra, you can use Ab, Om. Any sacred sound current that appeals to you, you can use using one part of it on the inhale and the next part on the exhale. Come into vibratory relationship with your awareness as you allow yourself to vibrate the sound with your breath. Bringing into union this yoga, the movement of your breath, the function of your breath, the origin of your breath, and the vibratory creative purpose of the breath. Right? If we look at that purpose, generating sound. Let's take a few moments and sit in this vibratory stillness. And as we move into our day, hold this meditative place. Really feel that love for yourself. Really feel that love for this design that is operating within, that we are focused on right now. Carry this focus into your day and listen for the vision of your soul as we've played with that question that sets up your brain to deliver the answer from this inspiration. How can I use the energy of my life to serve you, serve my soul? All these ways of turning the house into a home then allows you, as I heard Thich Nhat Hanh saying, then allows you to be a home for another. Where we can start to dissolve the need to entertain suffering. We may feel pain, we may go through challenges, but we can begin to mature spiritually, where we move into responding to the message of the pain, rather than lingering in it and telling a story about it that causes us to linger in it, when the body has the ability to transform it. As Halo spoke those words, healing, where we can grow. So here we are, cultivating a relationship with our true home. And earlier I kept hearing to be free, and now I hear to experience peace. And there's an image emerging, is when we experience that peace, we can be free. We can be free to love ourselves. You can be free to love yourself. So when you need to say no, say, no, that's not going to work for me. Say no. Or if I need to say, forgive me, I did my best and I in no way want you to suffer. What can we do to create ways to heal? What can I do to speak in a way that helps and supports? I watched this practice reach into the wiring of my mother, who doesn't have the social cues from her stroke in August. So she'll still go on and on about pattern, cancel delete. The patterns will express through her. And she is still regaining the doorways and the gates and the way to channel it in what might be in a regular social setting, might be a way to, to shift it into a positive perspective. But if I look at her as all energy, then I can begin to see that this energy is flowing and it needs to come out. So then I begin to say, instead of talking to her about speaking more positively, because, in the beginning was the word and, all of these spiritual principles, there's a sense of saying, wow, okay, I didn't know you were going through that. And forgive me if my correcting you causes you to suffer. And this is how Thich Nhat Hanh talks about it. Forgive me if what I was doing is causing you to suffer, because that's far away from my intention. Right? I hear you. And there's something about opening up that space as energy, that now the intelligence that is the healing, that knows how to do it already, begins to take place in my mind, and it's calculating, oh, we have to deal with these principles, law and cause and effect. Come on now, let's get with it, mama. It's happening in a different way. So as we move into our week, we're cultivating a relationship with our true home. You are cultivating a relationship with your true home. And the matrix will give you opportunities to see where your true home is and how you can dissolve the expression of suffering and answer the call of pain and fear with love. begin with yourself, taking in that breath. When you become aware of the situations and the challenges, take in that breath and feel that love that is coming to you to nourish your home, your soul connection. Yeah. Then come into that stillness and then vibrate to activate, raise the vibration of what's going on. In that moment, and my mother was in this healing between her sister, who was on the other side, but it's showing up in her sister's oldest son. Then I was able to see the energy. So when you're raising your vibration, you'll start to see the energy. All right? You with me, family? Write down the visions and write down what comes up. But practice that, being with the breath, being with the stillness. Even if you're moving around and in line at the store, you still can come to that place of stillness. Even if you're at work and or you got to talk to somebody, it's a tough conversation, you can still drop into the stillness. And then vibrate to activate. So you may hear the sound of your mantra as you breathe. That will vibrate you and no one will even know that you are raising the sun of love, S-U-N, to radiate. You, the alchemist. All right, dear ones. I hope I answered that without knowing I was answering that. See, that's why I like our souls dancing. I see you, Juliet. Did that help you out? What came through about how to maintain it? All right. I love the way our souls dance like that. Okay, let's bring our palms together and carry this vibration into the day as we send this vibration out. Thank you, Creator. Thank you for guiding us together. As we hold this vision that all children have clean water to bathe themselves, to nourish themselves, to take care of their house that is their home. May they all have a safe place to grow, an opportunity to heal, an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to discover what they have come to share as a solution to the challenges we face on Mother Earth today. Thank you for this clean water. Such a beautiful feeling that all children have this safe place to dwell. As it connects to our own inner child, having a safe place to dwell within this house that we have an opportunity to cultivate as a home. May all beings come into this awareness. So we create our Mother Earth as a home of love. We ask this for all our family and all our relations. Ashe, 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 and so it is. Ahom Natak, all our relations. Yes, Satanam, truth, our identity, hallelujah. Celebrate, y'all, celebrate. So write down the visions and create a willing. See each other next week. Tell your friends and family about this space. Help your brother let go of his attachment of our intimate space. And I will work on it as well. Thank you all for being here, holding those corners of the sacred wheel. Go forth and just spread this energy that you are. Okay, family. Love you, love you, love you.